guys, this is Nero here with another video for Game Launch Networks, and I just wanted to go over today some of the Halo Infinite settings that you would use for your controller. Now this is for newer players that are trying to get better at the game and climb the ranks. There's different things you can do to tweak those controller settings to help you out. Now personally, I use a Elite controller. So the Elite controller is a little bit different obviously than a normal one, and you have paddles on the bottom that you can pre-program. Now I program mine a certain way, but in today's video we're just going to go over specifically the settings that you would use for different sensitivities, so in that way it helps you a lot better with your aim and everything that you're doing. Now the particular people that I'm going to be doing my settings over is mostly going to be dialed in from what Lucid uses, Snipe Down, Frosty, some of those guys. So I've looked at different settings that they used, and I kind of morphed a little bit of my own and tweaked certain things, because everyone's settings are going to be a little bit different on what you can handle. So I usually started off at one of the pro settings, and then I worked my way into kind of maneuvering the settings up and down until I found the proper one. So let's go ahead and get into the controller settings here. And I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Obviously with the controller vibration, you don't really need that on. I generally actually keep mine off unless I'm playing like the campaign. So going down here, you just want to make sure that your invert looked vertical is checked off, that's not on at all. Same thing with the invert look and invert flight. And then for hold crouch, I think it by default it actually is not checked off. So I like actually holding down the button when I crouch. That is just a lot smoother for me, because sometimes when you're in like a hurry in a fight and stuff like that, it doesn't always work out well if it's stuck in crouch mode. Sometimes you like panic and might mess up. So I personally think that having the crouch set up that way is really good. So let's scroll down here a little bit at the bottom to the actual sensitivity sections here. So sensitivity and acceleration. Settings that I have right here is 4 for look acceleration, look sensitivity, horizontal is 6, and look sensitivity vertical is 6.5. Now these are pretty much what the pro settings were that I had started with. Actually, I believe look sensitivity I did have at 7, but I felt for myself personally that it was better at 6.5. So you can kind of play with it. If you want to start off at like 7 or 7.5 and then work your way down a little bit, that's fine. But for me, it was just a little bit too much going at 7.0. So I just put mine at 6.5, and that seems to work the best for me. Now, obviously, if you are used to like low sensitivities, you may not want to do these settings like right off the rip. You want to slowly build it up. And what I generally did to get better at it, because like when I jumped to like higher sense settings, I went into the there's like the academy section where you can test out different weapons like in a firing range, and I practiced with the sniper and the battle rifle and just put it like on the level 3 mode, and it just was so much more smoother being able to go back and forth killing the bots and stuff to practice my shots and everything, because that's going to help you a lot more with dialing in the settings and getting used to it than just hopping into matches. I mean, you could do like a quick play or something like that if you don't care, but if you're more particular about like your KD and everything like that, then obviously the firing range academy is going to be a lot better for you. Going down now to zoom sensitivity, I had that at 1.4, or sorry, not 1, sorry, the 1.4 sensitivity I had at 0.7, and then going down to the move thumbstick, I have the center dead zone at 0.5. So essentially, it basically is going to help you with your responsiveness, and obviously the higher the value is, it reduces the drift. But for dead zone, it just, the 0.5 really I feel helps quite a bit. XL dead zone is 3.5, and let's go down here to the look thumbstick. So center dead zone 1.5, max input threshold is 15, and Exiled Dead Zone is 1.5 as well for those. Now there is different other things that you could do to change some of the settings to make it a little bit smoother. I'm trying to remember where I had that located, just one second. So I think it was up here at the top. So you could change certain things as well. Back over here. So maintain sprint and auto clamber. It's kind of up to you with these different settings. Some of the pros, they like these turned off so you don't automatically resume sprinting, the clambering. So like basically when you're airborne and you're near an accessible ledge, that you won't climb it unless you actually hit the button for it. Or same thing with like the step jump height. They usually have these off because they like to do it for themselves, for the timing and everything. But I don't know. I still find sometimes certain situations where I'm in such a hurry, it's kind of nice to have it automatically do it for myself. So I just kind of left it like that. But that is totally like up to the individual. And, you know, when you're playing, what you feel most comfortable with. These pretty much sum up the controller settings that I have. And in another video, I'll probably go over doing some of the elite controller settings as well. What are some good ones for the paddles and stuff to set up. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.